Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And pitching in this game, Tyler Glasnow. What should we keep an eye on here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Into center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Nathan Lucas. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Nobody out, runner at first. That one fouled off. And that misses. And it's 2-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Foul ball there. That misses the zone. Counts full, 3-2. Got him. And there's one down.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now up and in, 1-0. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it to second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
That pitch was pretty far outside, further than he was set up, so kind of a tough one to handle, but still something he knows he should have had since it bounced off his glove and got away.
One out, a runner at second here in Game 1 of the World Series. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. And the Jays score first. It's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
One out, runner at second. Bichette, the next to hit. Outside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
And now 2-1. Guerrero, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man at second. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the right-hander deals. Up the middle, Betts. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Siggy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that's fouled off.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
2 outs. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Look, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Man on second, 2 down. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Just off the inside edge.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. High fly ball, right field. Hernandez. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And today's starter, Max Scherzer. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one, does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Alex Call, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Pitch misses there. Now 2-0. 2-0. Just missed. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Mookie now. Scherzer to first. Call back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Well done, drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here is Freddie Freeman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swings through that one out in front that time. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. So here's Scherzer. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One, two now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tied up here in the early going.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Scherzer gets the punch out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to. Foul ball, still 0-2.
a foul ball. He stays alive.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Max Muncy at the dish. Fastball for a strike. Scherzer deals. And that drops in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
The 0-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho after it. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. All even at 1 apiece. This is the World Series on the show. Game 1 of the World Series.
The right fielder.
Now here is Addison Barger. Glass now back to work. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Glass now, ready and deals. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Edmonds slings to first. 1 out in the second.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
So up next, Ernie Clement. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
The 1-0. And a foul ball. And that's way high. And it's 2-1. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Andres Jimenez. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
That one off the mark. And the count now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Way high.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
In for a strike. They're down 3-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now for the Jays, George Springer. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out. And fouled off. Next pitch downstairs. Ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Clement at second. Jimenez at first. One gone. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases loaded with one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas. Golden opportunity right here. Bases loaded, one away. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Doubled his first time. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Max Scherzer goes to work. And that one a little below the knees. And that is ball 1. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Good eye in that spot. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting 7, the second baseman,
Tommy Edman at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1.
One strike.
Ball one there.
One strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And a good eye there.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Grounder might be two. Over to Bichette. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. All tied 1-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. This one in the air. Edman. And there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense. Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
And that one fouled off. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
That one in the dirt. 2-2.
That's too high.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
One gone, runner at first. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Glasnow picks to first. Varsho dives back in safely. Kirk, in his 5th season, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And a count even at 1.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
1-1 now. And a foul ball. That one just misses the outside corner. And a count now even up. Man at first, one away. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Muncy sends it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Addison Barger.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Breaking ball misses down and away. Man at second. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Smash to the left side. Third out. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Andy Pajas. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
That misses, and a count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the DH, Alex Call. The walk and a run scored his first time. Right through there for a strike. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
2-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Hops over the wall. and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here's Mookie Betts. Doubled his first time up. And that's outside. One out, and a runner at second here in Game 1 of the World Series. Out to short, Jimenez. Whips it across, and Betts is gone.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Next to the dish is Freddie. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And a strike on the outside edge.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Two outs. On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first. And Freeman is retired. That's out number 3. One left for L.A. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Missed inside with the curve. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And that one wrapped foul. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Hit in the air out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Andres Jimenez will hit next. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That clips a corner.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just missing there. Full count now.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Springer up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Maybe a surprise here as the bullpen is already stirring. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Ohtani, a left-hander, also throwing. That's in there. And a count 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
1-2.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still tied, 1-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and up to the plate is Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there. And that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Line drive. And George makes the grab.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and
Now
right at someone. You're looking for one of those group hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now Teoscar Hernandez walked his first time. That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's out to center field. Varsho makes the grab on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Flied to right his first time.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We played 4. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Dodgers.
and there's a new arm in the mound to
Number
start the
17.
5th. Shohei Ohtani.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now the DH, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch just misses.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course that's provided them with a lot of run scoring opportunities.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there.
Now
Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go ahead run on base. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. 1 away here in the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Bo Bichette. Right through there for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Hard hit, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Two outs. Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Game 1 of the World Series. Here's Kike Hernandez. Max Scherzer back to work. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering upstairs.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Pages takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that's in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. And that's down and away. Fouled off left side.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Ball.
Alex Call digs in now. Right through there for a strike. Pages leads off first with 1 away. Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him looking, that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now it's Mookie Betts.
Betts.
And strike 1 to Mookie Betts. Now the 0-1. Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. That misses, and the count's even at 2. And that one missing low.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Freddie Freeman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is the third out of the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Back here at Chavez Ravine, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Ohtani back to work. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Will Klein appears to be getting loose. Bonda also throwing. Foul ball there. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Addison Barger getting ready to hit. Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2018. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing, went around. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And that one is inside. That one not close. And it's 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that one fouled off.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Ground ball left side. Over to Edman. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Shane Bieber.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 57, Shane Bieber.
3, 4,
Leading
5
up
due
for
up
the
for the home
Dodgers,
team.
the first
Freddie
baseman,
Freeman up to
Freddie
the dish.
Freeman.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
That one out to right. Barker makes the grab, one down. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 2. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez preparing to come on if needed. Fisher also getting ready. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. Line drive. Springer there makes the catch. 2 away down.
Now batting, third baseman, Madden.
Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. And it's fouled away. And he takes a strike. That one just misses. 1 and 2 to count. Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Varsho makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back.
Dodgers.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Banda.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez is struck out, and he is walked. Chop back up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
The left fielder, number 4, George.
Here's George Springer.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And there's a ball.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Outside and low. It's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there
Up
anyhow.
next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter.
Go ahead, run on base. And down to the
Lucas.
plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Nathan Lucas. First pitch, and he just misses. In there at the knees.
One ball, one strike.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that drops foul.
Two balls, two
In
strikes.
the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. And it remains 2-2. Springer on the run. Called strike 3. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next to hit. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Man on second, 2 down. And fouled off. Man at second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Slice to right, and it stays fair. Springer rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Varsho swings through it for strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
2 on, 2 outs. That's outside. And the count is 1-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. And that's outside.
Two balls, two strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Stretches out and holds it in. The Jays push across a run on this double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Bottom of the seventh. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And ball one to the right fielder. That one missed.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Just missed. Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first, and Hernandez is out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. There's the strike. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the late stages of game one.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
In there, sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. And Kike Hernandez at the plate.
Kike Hernandez.
And that is out of play. Yo one. Hard hit left side. Handles, throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Dodgers go down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1.
Now pitching for
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Will Klein.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 3 in this one.
Kirk.
And that's a little bit high.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
The 1-1. That one lifted to left. Nice grab on the run. And a quick out, number 1.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Freeman, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Now pitching.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading up,
well, one-run game, and now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
0-1.
Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Action in the pen down there. Jeff Hoffman, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 68, the lefty, warming up as well. Next one misses, and a count 2-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Call in the box now. Take strike 1. One down, base is empty. Fouled off down the right side. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here's Betts. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And Freddie Freeman with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
trying to hold a one-run lead here in Game 1 of the World Series. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And a foul ball.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
2 outs. Center field. Varsho after it. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for L.A. They're down 2-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Blake Snell.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him
Right.
right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andres Jimenez. That's in there. 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A left-hander appears to be getting ready. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Snell measures 6 feet 4 inches, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Just missed. There's a strike.
1-2.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one almost hit him. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Next is the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That misses the zone, and now 2-0. He swings and fouls one off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Splits the plate, 2-2. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Outside. And now 3-2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting to hit for Toronto. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Dodgers 1. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Jeff Hoffman.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure. This one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Smith swings through it for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And now it's 3-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
1 down, base is empty. Chop to first. Guerrero tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. They get the out on Muncy.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. The next offering misses. And the count is 2-0.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And delivers outside.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
A 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. And that is the ball game.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.